Welcome to Archangel Revelations and Prophecies 444. I am Gat, your host. A viewer wanted to do a twin flames natal charts analysis of two individuals she knows to see if they're twins or soulmate connections. So we'll go right in. Alrighty. Now the females on the left as two gentlemen in the center, and on the right, um, her ascendant is in Aries. First house is Aries, and she's got Taurus there. So Tauruses can be loyal. They can also, their motto is I have, so they can be earthy. And she's got the healing as well, but they can be loyal and love as well. So they got Chiron healing for that first house. Second house is the house for money and finances, and Jupiter's right there. Again, so this person will always have money. They have Jupiter in the money house, but it is past life money, and you can see it's connected to the twins. Because I always say there's money connected to twin flames, twin souls, and that's why Jupiter retrograde in the house is Gemini. So it's money connected to the twin situation, the Mercury situation, or the Gemini uh, is the twins, Gemini twins, but it was ruled by Mercury. Alrighty, going to the third house, the nurturer, and Lilith is there. And Lilith is retrograde. It's hard to see because it's blocked by Mars, but she's still retrograde. And then you have Mars retrograde. So this is the third house of, again, Gemini communications, things that. So they had some past life issues, is obvious, and so now the attempt to nurture communications, because like I said, without communications, it's not really going to be a relationship, with not a real one. You could call it a relationship, but without that communication, that mutual respect, you're never going to have that need for that person. Like, oh, I really need this person. I can't make it without him. You see that on many natal charts. Fourth house family, and it's got the lion there, and again you have Saturn retrograde. So again, make a reference to probably karma. So the fourth house deals with your family, education, sometimes the mother, the heart, uh, property or land. And Leo, again, he's a bold lion, but he's also the romantic, fun, adventure, taking risk. And then when you go into your fourth house, again, ruled by Cancer, Mercury, not Mercury, but Virgo is there to cause health and healing. And that is in your 1, 2, 3, 4, your fifth house. So in your fifth house, ruled by Leo, fun and romance, it has Virgo for more healing. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now you have Libra, which is your true north node in the sixth house. So it's Libra, relationship, balance, harmony, peace, but in true north node, and again, Pluto retrograde. So you're still dealing with the eighth house, soul matters. So again, definitely look like a twin, definitely looking like a twin soul situation. Had a vertex cross, and then when you go to the I believe that's your seventh house. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Seventh house, once again, Scorpio right there. Once again, making implications of an eighth house or soul or twin soul situation. Uranus being independent. So this relationship in 7 will be based on a lot of, like, because of course Scorpios can be mysterious, secretive, can be passionate, but they can also be very doubting until they learn how to trust you, suspicious until they learn how to trust you, changing and transforming, and with Uranus there. So this is gonna be a very as like independent type, almost mysterious relationship. Uh, then it takes you to your eighth house of soul matters, and there you have Sagittarius, um, trying to heal a situation. Neptune deals with the subconscious, deals with Pisces, is spiritual, and Neptune can also be very idealistic. Vesta is a lot of energy. Palace is just the many individuals that try to help you in a relationship. Then they take you to your ninth house. Now your ninth house is medium quality. Medium quality is usually your 10th house. They still try to count it as 10, but this is definitely your ninth house. And when you see something like that, it could mean a female. It could mean a female, and you got Capricorn there that's a worker, and you got Curious there that is a nurturer. So sometimes when you see Juno in a house, it can mean that you may find yourself in a relationship with a Capricorn, or you may find yourself in a relationship with a Sagittarius, because Sagittarius rules the ninth house. So you would just take a really quick look for a Capricorn, and just looking at it. And something else I'm looking for, Capricorn, Sagittarius. And there, if you notice on the middle, they have Juno. Yeah, it's just hard to tell. But they have Juno and Capricorn. Because the reason why it gets confusing, the yellow line is definitely Neptune because it's green. And then Lilith is down beneath. But that next line is really Lilith, but it's down beneath. And you can get caught out there if you're not following. So you have Juno here saying you might end up in a relationship with a Capricorn. And you have Juno there saying basically the same thing. But they're telling you something. And we'll look at it more. Like even Moon and Aquarius. Because we just did. But I told you on this channel, everything happens in a sequence. Like Aquarius will come. Then Pisces will come. Stuff like that. I just did a 3-chart, natal chart. And it's kind of similar to this. A little bit. Not really. But just, you start seeing a lot in the middle, within the middle chart. Between the first two. But we'll see. Alright, so now we continue. Aquarius now is in the 10th house. Now, can mean two things. The 10th house can mean your project, what you need to work on in this life as far as your twin soul is concerned with. Or it can mean your job. Well, if it means your like a career, not just your job, but your career, this would be some type of person that enlightens other people. So they would be some type of enlightening person. And it has Mercury there, so they're also a great communicator. Venus there at 22, this is twin flame, a lover. And it's ironic that the moon is at 20 and the moon is at and the moon is like with the sun. And like I said, the last thing we did the last week, the one right before this one, or maybe not the one right before this one, but the one right before that one, it was basically the same thing with the moon and the sun in the same sign and stuff like that. But so did the other person, the soulmate had the same thing, not the twin, but the soulmate had the same arrangement. So it's great, so this is just a good look. Great love, great communication, looks like it's a mission. You got the sun at 18, 666, perfect love. And you even got the moon at 20 degrees, which is solar ascension. So it's kind of funny to see the moon. It's almost like the moon is rooting for the solar ascension. Usually the moon is saying, no, they stay with me. And the sun and them are kind of like duking it out. But in this particular case, it looks like the moon is like agreeing, which is crazy. But even to have the same sun sign, moon sign, and then Aquarius is the real enlightened one. So that's real unique. Alright, so that was your 11th house, I guess. Let me see, what was that? That's your 10th house. The 11th house is Pisces, which, is spiritual, works with Aquarius. 12th house is Aries, but then they have healing. Well, not really healing, because Chiron's not really in your 12th house, but they have the East Point, which is the light. And Pisces rules the 12th house. Alright, so now the first thing, okay, so let's just go to the middle and let's read his chart. Okay. Still his ascendant and he's into relationships, but he's also got that past life karma because you got the Mars looks like you got pallets with other people helping him. You have Saturn, which can mean past life karma or lack of discipline, and then Pluto retrograde again is the 8th house, soul matters, twin soul matters. Pluto can also mean external force that causes them to change internally, especially when you see Uranus retrograde like you do. So he's definitely, this one's definitely going through a lot. But if you notice, it's based on that relationship, and that's why Juno's there. So you see Juno retrograde, and you see Pluto retrograde in Libra, and then you see Pluto retrograde on your chart in Libra. And then on your chart, you had the moon in Aquarius. And on his chart, the moon in Aquarius. On your chart, the moon in Aquarius. And we got to remember, whenever these times are not certain, you got to give a little leeway. Because even when you have the sun in Aquarius, and that sun is really like on Pisces, Aries. But as long as that's the perfect time, that's how it would be. But if it's not the perfect time, then that could also be sun in Aquarius. You never know. Just always got to keep that in mind. So that looks like everything in your second house. Going to, well, in your first house. Looks like everything in your first house. And if I didn't say, well, yeah, it's the second house again. Just like you got Jupiter in your second house, so do they, and it's retrograde. And again, the key is really Scorpio, and then it looks like you got Uranus. Then we got Uranus and Scorpio there. Then you got Uranus in Uranus is in Sagittarius. But whenever I see things like that, I'm just suspect because it's so close, which means that the time may not be fully correct because it's just too close. You know, could really be that way, but it just looks, because the middle natal chart is definitely matching the left natal chart, but it's just at the time. It just seems like it's a time issue, and that's why it's not lining up as more perfectly as it would. And then you got Lilith, who is retrograde, and where's Neptune? And then you see Neptune in Sagittarius, and then that one, Neptune and Sagittarius. So more and more it's looking like, and then you see Juno and Capricorn, so definitely, and that's how it was on the last one. It was a two in the middle. That was the twins. All right, so then we get fifth house again, showing submission, which is a good thing for twin souls. And in the fifth house, moon in Aquarius, Venus in Aquarius. So this is the one that will really have like that love, and we'll check the other one out too. But this one would definitely have that love, and then when you get to the sixth house with was healing, and you got Pisces, and Pisces is the healer, and you got Mercury and the Sun. And like I said, we're not fully sure that the time is right, because the time would definitely mean it would, their Sun and Mercury and even Venus may look more like the one to the left if the time was, but it could be right, it might not be right, but it's already enough to see that these are probably twins. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then you go to the seventh house. So notice how the Sun is in the sixth and the seventh house. So a lot of healing, and Aries can be mean bad, but not always, because Aries could just mean like a lot of like desire, especially in a house of relationship. Could be a good thing. You just have to, if it had more elements there, you could tell. Now you get to the Taurus, the Bull, in the 8th house. And if you notice, your 8th house has, your first house has the Taurus with Chiron, and so does this one, has Taurus with Chiron. So it's telling you something. Then your 9th house of higher self has the twins, and then it gets to his 10th. His 9th house of higher self. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So his 10th house is his true north node, Cancer, but it's in Capricorn. So that's why you would read Santos. On your natal chart report is free. You could just find a link for the gods in Capricorn and Cancer, because you see it's Cancer, but the 10th house is Capricorn, and that's his true north node. So you can clearly see that this is a unique Capricorn and Cancer connection. And I even think when you follow Lilith, where is Lilith at? She's in the other house, okay. But then I think Juno. Yep, Juno's in that house too. Juno's in Capricorn and is in his thing, in his natal chart. So you definitely want to check that out. Alright, so the two in the middle definitely look like twins. Now, jumping over. Now this time we didn't really have a set time, so you have to be very careful with looking. See again, where's Juno at? See, that's what we're saying. So Juno, this one says Juno in Capricorn, and I think yours said Juno in Capricorn too. It did. And then his Juno, it may be. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Because of the time, we're not sure, but his Juno might have been in Capricorn too. Then Neptune in Sagittarius. Yours is Neptune in Sagittarius. His is Neptune in Sagittarius. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And 6th house has Chiron in Taurus. Yours is Chiron in Taurus, and his is Chiron in Taurus. So it's just like the other. It's almost like the other one I did, almost exactly. The one in the middle was a twin flame, and the one at the end was a soulmate. But I'm still gonna go around and just look at everything. And notice how your Jupiter's retrograde and is in Pisces. Oh, I'm sorry, your Juno is retrograde and is in Gemini. Your Jupiter's retrograde and is in Gemini. And his Juno is retrograde and it's in Cancer, but again, because of the time, it could even be in Gemini because of the time. And his Lilith is not retrograde, his Lilith direct. Looking at the chart on the left, the chart on the end. And then again, his Mars is so close to it's in Leo, but it's so close to it could even be in Cancer. Because when it's that close, I know it's probably just a time issue. Like if you had the correct time, you probably would see it would be more. So his is matching yours too. Then we're getting up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then when you see yours is Saturn retrograde in Leo. His is Saturn in Leo, and basically Saturn and Leo and Virgo. And then again, your Mars is real close to Leo. His Mars is close to Leo, like either Cancer or Leo. And then when you get into your 10th house, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Saturn is right there. Saturn is a set. It's like the ruler. So that's a male. Like usually when you see that, Saturn rules Capricorn anyway. So that and Saturn's gonna be like the regulator or the rule setter. But whenever you see Saturn in the 10th house with Capricorn and the medium coeli, it's usually a male, and it's usually a male that might even be a Saturn. And it looks like this person. The 10th house is Virgo. 11th house Libra again. So his true north node is Libra. Your true north node is Libra. Got Vesta there. Venus with Libra. Then you got Pallas going into Scorpio. And this Pallas is in Libra. And again, but it's just like it's so close. It's probably a time issue. You got the Sun in Libra, or the Sun is in you could say Scorpio. And then Uranus is in Scorpio on yours. Uranus is in Scorpio on the guy on the end. And then Uranus is in Sagittarius, but it's so close to Scorpio that, again, if it was a time thing, maybe, who knows. Then you got Mercury and Mercury in Scorpio as well. And then you got Kyrus in Scorpio. And then this one is probably Kyrus in Scorpio too. The guy in the middle. Juno means you'll probably end up in a relationship with somebody that's a Sagittarius. And that Juno goes to Capricorn, but like I said, because of the timing, it could even be Sagittarius. Juno like Sagittarius or... And then Neptune again. That we already said Neptune is Sagittarius. So it's really that close. But like I said, if I had to because it's really that close. But if I had to, I would still say it's the guy in the middle is a twin. The other one's just a soulmate. Just so anybody knows the difference, anybody could be a soulmate. Anybody can be part of the soul group. If anything that came from source, when it came here, it came as part of a soul group. So anybody can be part of a soul group. But your twin is the exact. Your soul is yin yang, positive, negative, male, female. It's like taking one aspect of the soul and cutting it right in the middle. So knowing that, I would still go with the one in the middle and the one on the left, the female and the male in the middle. Why? Because they complement each other more. Because notice how her medium quality is in Capricorn, his medium quality is in Cancer. Then when you go to the south side, and that's even his south side. So then when you go to Capricorn, they just complement each other with the medium quality, and then they match up in every other place. Like they match up in a whole lot of places. And both of them got the Juno and the Capricorn. But it is unbelievably close. And that's why I said a lot of times twin souls, twin flames, a lot of times they love their relationship with their soulmate is way better than their relationship with their twin soul. And the reason why is just too much energy. It's like when you take two magnets and they repel. It's basically the same concept. It would take a lot of communication and stuff. But at the end of the day, most people just want feeling. They don't want to go, oh, I know you're my twin. They don't want to understand mentally. Like, I know you're my twin, and I'm going to devote myself to you because you're my twin. And even if they want to, it's still that feeling that's going to move it. So if you don't listen to that other video I did on the 3 natal charts, you should check it out because I really went deep into it. Just life in general, everything. And the person I did the video for, even she thanked me for explaining them. So that's what I'm going with. Because the other one, even if we had his time, there's no way. I don't know. Because the only way it would shock if we had the guy on the right side, if we had his time, and if his chart lined up like with either Cancer or Capricorn, like lined up with theirs, even if they oppose. But I don't know if that would happen. But if that would like be a shock, because then you really would have to break it down step by step, because it's real close. That's all I can tell you. But that's, to me, the breaking point for me was especially that they really complement each other. Where her medium quality is Capricorn, his medium quality is Cancer, and that's how they do. They complement. Because I tried to do it by Juno, but they actually mimic each other in that. And it's just way too close. So that's it. Okay, now this person still has 5 angel card questions, which we are gonna ask the angels, and then they have we're gonna do the full life purpose thing now. We're gonna go to numerologist.com, put the info in, and then that will conclude this request. Just give me a moment. Give me a second. Alright, next voice you hear should be his. Give me 1 second.
Thanks for requesting your free numerology reading here at numerologist.com. Over the next few minutes, I'm going to give you a quick yet deeply revealing analysis of your unique numerology chart based on your given name and date of birth. There are 5 elements that form the core of your chart and that most massively impact your life. They are the life path, birthday number, soul urge, expression, and personality number. And by intimately understanding your numbers, you'll uncover many fascinating truths about who you are, how others perceive you, and the unique opportunities that lay ahead. The most important number in your numerology chart is your life path. It reveals your most fulfilling life direction and the major lessons you're here to learn. It highlights the specific opportunities and challenges you'll encounter, and your unique personality traits that will help you on your journey. Your life path is calculated by simply adding up the digits of your date of birth. Your life path number is a 7, and this tells me a lot about you. You are mystical, intuitive, and sensitive. You have a quiet power and garner the utmost respect from those around you. You have extraordinary wisdom, like you've lived 1,000 lifetimes, and seek enlightenment over material achievement. You have a clear and compelling sense of self and a deep yearning to understand the unknown. You're an analytical thinker, capable of great concentration, and give practical insight and advice. You enjoy your privacy and prefer to work alone, but have great confidence, wit, and charm which draws people to you. You're often the storyteller, sharing your sage-like wisdom with those around you. At times, you're accused of being a lone wolf, someone who lives by their own ideas and methods, but it's only because you are fascinated by life's little mysteries and are constantly seeking answers. You have the rare gift of using creative insight to solve even the trickiest problems. Continue to do this, and you'll effortlessly achieve your full life path potential. Next, let's look at what is known as your expression. This is another extremely important element in your numerology chart, as it highlights your natural talents and abilities, many you likely didn't know you had. It's often called the destiny number because it reveals a great deal about your potential and what you're meant to accomplish in this lifetime. While your life path is calculated using your date of birth, your expression is calculated by analyzing the letters of your full name at birth. Why your name? It represents the inheritance of your personal history up to the moment of your birth. Each letter and corresponding number, like a mosaic, combine to form the complete picture of who you are and who you're meant to be. Your name at birth is said to be the blueprint of your potential. To get a free personalized expression reading based on your full name, please enter it below.
Alright, I'm going to do that now, but before I do, you'll be getting a worksheet with all your horoscope, like the horoscope locations if you're not already using them. And the website, just you click on the link with the guardian angels. And when I send you your video through email, you'll have the worksheets that you can go through your worksheets and fill them out if you like, if you want to put your notes on them. And when I do your angel card, you can do the same thing, because when I do the angel cards, I'm going to tell you what they are on the video. But if you want on the audio, if you want to write them in, you can, because you have the worksheets. All right, give me 1 second. I'm going to type in your name and whatever other information he might be asking for. Okay, you put it in, and you'll hear his voice after he calculates.
Hey again! I'm so glad you decided to stick around and get your personalized expression reading based on your full name at birth. As you'll see for yourself in just a moment, your expression number, or what is sometimes referred to as your destiny number, is one of the most telling elements in your numerology chart. Unlike your life path number, which uncovers your most fulfilling life direction and the major lessons you're meant to learn along the way, your expression number produces a highly potent and accurate profile of who you are and the magic you put out into the world. It reveals the innate gifts you were born with and predicts your ultimate potential. Your expression number is calculated by adding up all the digits that correspond to the letters of your birth name using the Pythagorean alphabet. It can be a bit time-consuming to do the math by hand, so I took the liberty of calculating and interpreting your expression number for you. Based on my calculations, your expression number is 8, and after getting to know you a bit better, it's really no surprise. 8 is the number of achievement. You're likely to achieve success more easily than anyone else. You're a managerial and organizational genius with strong intellect and determination. Your greatest gift is your confidence and ability to move the needle quickly. You probably found that failure only knocks at your door when others get in the way of your objectives. People often look to you for motivation and direction, and these are keys to your own success, so keep it up. Because you move faster than most, you get easily frustrated by delays or inaction, and often take on more work in order to compensate. In order to avoid stress, remember to slow down and take a step back from time to time. Funnel that abundant energy into yourself and your relationships, and watch the tension and resistance fade away. You have a rare gift of achieving outstanding results. Continue to temper your discipline and ambition with patience and compassion, and you'll experience thrill, happiness, and success in all you do. Please know that there is still so much left to explore in your unique numerology chart. And if you'll allow me, I'd like to give you even more insight into your life, relationships, and true purpose by analyzing your soul urge number. Your soul urge number, also called your heart's desire number, represents the inner you. It exposes your hidden motivations, deepest cravings and urges, likes and dislikes. It reveals the true intention behind most of your actions and decisions. In just a minute, you'll discover your soul urge number and meaning. But first, to make sure this reading is as customized and accurate as possible to your current life circumstances, I just need a bit more information from you. Please go ahead and enter it now below. You'll also see that we ask for your email address. This is so we can send you written transcripts of your personalized reading, so you can refer back to anytime you'd like. When you enter your email address, you'll also become part of our thriving community and receive regular updates, special invites, and content from our panel of expert columnists. This is completely optional, but we'd hate to see you miss out on the few surprises we have planned for you. So if you'd like to stick with us, leave your best email address below. Also, before you continue, I have a very quick favor to ask you. If you're finding this numerology reading to be of any value to you, please take a second to click on the blue Facebook share button below. This will give your Facebook friends the opportunity to explore their hidden personality traits and life potential with a free numerology reading, just like you're doing now. And it'll help us keep this service free of charge. Don't worry, we won't share your data.
He's calculating. He's still calculating.
I've got all the information I need to complete your personalized numerology reading. And, you guessed it, I saved the best for last. Now, a word of caution. The information I'm about to share with you is incredibly intimate and may raise a hair or two. Most people are often shocked at the accuracy of these readings, and I think you will be too after you hear the intriguing truths I've discovered about your personality, hidden motivations, and true purpose. If you choose to listen on, do so with an open mind, and this insight is sure to bring you immeasurable rewards. I'll start by examining your soul urge number. Your soul urge, also called your heart's desire, shows what your soul needs to grow and evolve in life and relationships. Like your expression number, it's derived from assigning numerical values to the letters of your full birth name using the Pythagorean alphabet. Except, in the case of your soul urge, you look only at the vowels. Here's why. Consonants are pronounced with sharp edges and have a definitive beginning or end. They represent your public personality and the traits you outwardly share with the world. On the other hand, vowels are pronounced from free-flowing breath and have softer edges. They represent the true, tender, and often hidden you, and reveal your deepest soul urges, many you likely didn't know you had. The famous Renaissance doctor, translator, and astrologer Marsilio Ficino devoted much of his life to studying the incredible ways one's life improves when he or she follows the promptings of the soul. The benefits he encountered were undeniable. So, are you curious to know what your soul urge says about you? After analyzing the vowels of your full birth name, I've discovered that your soul urge number is 5. Whether you know it yet or not, you have multiple talents, are a gifted storyteller, and can charm the socks off anyone. You are fun-loving, adaptable, and full of life. You seek freedom and variety above all else, and are constantly trying new things. You have a strong calling to become an entertainer, speaker, or travel guide. While your wide range of interests is definitely a great asset, it can make it difficult for you to focus on one thing, as you're easily distracted. You don't like to stay in one place or one job for very long, and are always wondering, what's next? It's said that variety is the spice of life, and you like your life very spicy. You have a strong dislike of being held down or forced into a mold of any kind, but it's only because it's your soul's urge to experience life to the fullest. Because you're so adaptable, you can often feel scattered, disorganized, or pulled in too many directions. Remember to stay grounded and focused on the things that really matter, and there's no doubt that you'll achieve the fun, variety, and experience your soul craves. When it comes to relationships, your intense desire for freedom can make romance difficult. You prefer pleasure and excitement over stability, so you need a partner who shares your spontaneity and sense of adventure, or else you might avoid commitment altogether. You are incredibly fun to be around and make sure there's never a dull moment, both in and out of the bedroom. But that's not all I've discovered about you. Like an onion, you have many, many layers, and after digging a little deeper into your numerology chart, I can see that you have plenty of unique traits and personality quirks left to explore. I get the sense that lately you've been concentrating more on your professional life than your personal life. This is likely because it's more comfortable for you to focus on what you know you can achieve, rather than on a relationship or finding your true life purpose. I see you as an idealistic spirit, someone independent and competitive who doesn't give up, give in, or surrender. And because of this, I believe your life will greatly change within the next 3 years. When it comes to work, I picture you as a very professional person who has no trouble making executive decisions. You regularly get less than 8 hours of sleep at night, and I feel you are quite efficient at managing your schedule. Although there are days when you just want to curl up, do nothing, and shut yourself off from the world. Because you work so hard, I feel that the most important issue is that you're fairly compensated for the amount of effort and energy you put into what you do. I wouldn't worry too much about that, though. I think that you'll get a promotion quite soon, or make a business move that will allow you to accelerate quickly. You've got the brains, the personality, and the wardrobe to match. I get the sense that you are overly critical of yourself, especially when it comes to looks and your figure. So you are likely very conscious of your health and keeping yourself in shape. I think you'll always look younger than your actual age. While you don't party as much as you used to, you do like to get together with friends maybe once or twice a week for a cocktail or a dinner out. I get the sense that it's harder for you to meet guys than it used to be, probably because you don't go out as much as you used to and have no real interest in meeting potential partners at bars. I also feel that there may be an unfinished relationship that is holding you back from opening your heart to others. It's likely that you often daydream about past relationships and what might have been. By now, you're probably well aware that you can like a guy but not love him, or love a guy but not really like him all that much. You become somewhat particular about who you want to end up with. You want a man you like as a best friend and can fall madly in love with, too. I feel that you will attract 2 men in your life who are complete opposites. The first guy was not right for you. While I see him as being fun, exciting, and wildly attractive to you, he was emotionally immature and not ready to be the man you want or need in your life. He taught you a great lesson about yourself and love. The second guy, the future guy, will be loyal, loving, and the perfect gentleman. He will be your contemporary, your twin flame, a man with similar values and desires. He may even be from your past, or a man with whom you've had a relationship with before, but timing wasn't right the first time. I get the sense, though, that it will take you some time to truly see him for the soulmate he is. You have your guard up, and you've been hurt before, so you're reluctant to jump in feet first. But my advice is to trust in the synchronicity of the universe. There's no such thing as coincidence. While there will be some bumps along the way, you'll not go through life alone. You may feel that currently you are in a sort of limbo, bored and neutral in your energy. But while right now you have unfulfilled dreams and expectations, in the near future, whatever you secretly desired will be all yours. You are blooming, becoming alive, and change is on the horizon. Embrace this chance, and you'll be successful in all areas of your life and in control of your destiny. This may be hard to believe, but the information I've shared with you over the last few minutes barely scratches the surface of what I can discover about you by digging deeper into your numerology chart. After just looking at your life path, expression, and soul urge numbers, I can say that you have a truly unique number combination. In fact, there's nothing I'd love more than to spend hours exploring every aspect of your chart. And that includes analyzing the numbers that appear to be missing altogether. But as you can probably imagine, our resources are limited, and we have to draw the line somewhere with how much information we can freely give away, without even being sure.
Okay, so he's going to mail you all that, email you that. It's an offer package he has if you're interested in that. Okay, I'm going to pause this, come back, do the angel card answers to the questions you asked, and then we'll be preparing to upload this on the channel, and we'll be preparing to email it to you through your email with all of your free worksheets. Okay, I'll be back. All right, we're now ready to ask the 5 questions. She's asking, is she on her highest destiny path? Is she on her highest destiny path with her? I'm just gonna call it I, because it's I or verdict. That's how it came out, and I don't. They'll know, so don't worry about it. The angels will know what you're talking about, because it looks like it might have been a misspell, possibly, or it might actually be AU verdict. But from here on in, I'm just going to say AV, and they know what it is. Are you on your highest path? I'm going to change that just a little bit, because you got to ask it in such a way that it's so specific, so that when they give you their answer, it'll be no doubt that they know that you know what they're talking about. Please advise on her, I'm going to say AV studies. Please advise her on her AV studies. And I'll be back with their answers. All right. 5 cards pulled. First card, healthy lifestyle. Eat a healthful diet, get adequate sleep, and exercise regularly for optimal health. So I don't know if your studies include health, but that's Raphael. Next card, Uriel. You know what to do. Trust your inner knowledge and act upon it without delay. This is Uriel, Uranus, or Aquarius. Next card, spread your wings. Ariel or Aries. Do not hold back right now. The timing is perfect and you're ready to soar. Next card, Jophiel is advising you to moon cycles. This is Hanael. I'm sorry. Sorry, Jophiel. This is Hanael. Sorry, Hanael. Notice how the moon affects your energy and manifestations, and capitalize upon these cycles. And it's a new moon, so it's going to be a new moon. I'm not exactly sure when, but she may be referring to that as well. She wants you to know your moon cycles. And then Zachiel, which is a Gemini, clairaudience. Notice the loving guidance you hear inside your mind and from other people. So that's how they're advising you on your AV studies. Alrighty. Give me a second. So we're going to do this. We're going to ask them first. When is the best time? When is the best time to open her AV practice? I'll be back with their answers. Alrighty, pay extra attention to the last 2 cards that'll be drawn. 4 cards will pull. Pay extra attention to card 5 and 6 because they wanted to come together and would not come unless they both came. Now, when's the best time to open? Zach Kyle again, Gemini. Soften your heart with respect to the situation and all the people involved, including yourself. So I don't know if you're going into a partnership or something, or if you're going into a partner with your twin. I really don't know. But that Zach Kyle keeps popping up. All right, next card. Joe Fiel. You said, when is the best time to open her AV practice? She says, get outdoors. She's a Libra. Get outdoors, go outside, get some fresh air, and connect with nature to relieve stress and gain new creative ideas. So she may be saying open up when the weather's better, or she may be telling you to go outside so you can hear their voice better. When is the best time to open her AV practice? Raziel, the Leo, says, take back your power. Use your God-given power and intuition and intention to manifest blessings in your life. Next card. Haniel. So Haniel keeps coming. She's the one that told you about the moon. Sensitivity. You are extra sensitive to energies and emotions right now. Honor yourself and your feelings. Next card. Joe Fiel again. Clear your space. Get rid of clutter. Clear the energy around you and use Feng Shui. So you have a definite connection with Joe Fiel and Haniel because they keep showing up. And then the next card that came out with Joe Fiel, Ariel. See how 2 females came out? These are all the female cards. You've been connected with every female archangel there are. This is Ariel. She came with Joe Fiel. To see them 2 work together is kind of strange to me because I never see those 2 work together. But they decided they were determined to come together to answer this question. Ariel says, be courageous and stand up for your beliefs. So what the female archangels are telling you is woman power. Woman power. Okay, we already asked that. We're not going to ask it again because we saw it on the chart. Which man is a real twin flame? So far, we're going with the center male, and that was based on all the evidence I had at that time, all the information I had at that time. So I think they already answered this, but because you had Aniel and Joe Fiel outside, and earlier she said spread your wings, and she was outside too. That was Ariel. So you're saying where is the best place to open your AV practice? We'll see what they say. 4 cards pulled. Where is the best place to open her AV practice? 4 cards pulled. First card, hello from heaven. Archangel Azrael says your loved ones in heaven are doing fine. Let go of worries and feel their loving blessings. And Azrael is Capricorn, which would be the 10th house of careers. Second is Joe Fiel, and she's outside again. Patience. Your dreams are blooming more rapidly than you realize. Still, they need nurturing and patience. So depending on where you are, I don't know. I mean, if the weather's good, you might start outside. I don't know, because that just seems the vibe I'm getting. Because they're all outside. And then, you could always move in or whatever. Or you can have a building be outside. I really don't know, but they just keep picking that outside. Next one. Michael says, have a crystal clear intention. Be clear about what you desire. Focus upon it with unwavering faith. Because that's called manifestation. You see it, you speak it, you believe it, you take actions that will help make it come about. You connect with people that will help come about. But you always speak it no matter what comes around and makes you think you don't believe it. Always believe it no matter what, and it'll begin to manifest. And Chamuel showed up and said, career transition. Your life purpose is triggering a blessed career change. So, and these are all love cards. Shamuel is a love card. Joe Fiel is a love card. Haniel is a love card. That's pretty deep. And Zach Kyle, those are the Geminis, the twins. All right, let's see the next question. Very interesting question. So they won't know who the person is because I feel the need to say it. Is the male that was on the far right side, does he put her in danger in any way? So we're going to ask the archangels. Very interesting question. I'll be back with their answer. One thing about me, if I think there's any chance of danger anywhere, I'm not going. You can call me a coward all you want, but I've lived a long life because I knew when to get out of there or not to go in the first place. All right, here we go. Answers are number 4. So, does he put her in danger in any way? 4 cards pulled. First card, victory. This is signifying your prayers have been heard and answered. Have faith. Second card, remember who you are. Michael says it again. You are a powerful, loving, and creative child of God. You are very loved. Now, this is ironic because Michael just told you to have clear, be crystal clear and all that. Now he's telling you, remember who you are. Because, again, a lot of times, I don't know. Like, I think what it is sometimes, whatever the case might be, but sometimes, like, women just want to be more sociable and they kind of like attention. And they do things that maybe if they use a little head, they wouldn't do it. So what Michael's saying is you got to get to the point where you are crystal clear about why you're doing what you're doing and this and that. Because sometimes we say we could put ourselves in danger. That's what I'm trying to say about certain things. We put ourselves in danger by how whatever we're doing. So we had to become crystal clear. Michael's saying, remember who you are. And a lot of stuff people do is because they don't feel like they're loved and they want a lot of attention and stuff like that. It's like an esteem issue too. So he's trying to tell you. All right. Now, let me see. So we'll do the next card. This is Sandalphon again. So Sandalphon keeps coming. He is the Archangel of Peace. He says, gifts from God. We angels bring you gifts from your Creator. Open your arms to receive. So Sandalphon is peace. He's a musician. He's a poet. And he tells you to keep gentle people around you. So that's another thing. Because if somebody's making you feel that way, see, that's the difference between me. I don't have to. If I just feel it, that person's gone. That's why God gives you intuition. And it's funny about women because God gives you so much intuition, but you guys use it selectively. And a lot of times you use it when you don't need to use it. But when you need to use it, you don't use it and stuff. Like it's like the mother that goes upside the son's head because her intuition said he did something, so she goes upside his head. But use it for everything. Use it for that guy that you shouldn't be around in the first place. Use it all the time. Don't use it selectively. So that's what Michael's trying to say. Next card. Ariel, who comes again. So you got a lot of woman power, but she tells you prosperity. Now listen to what she says. Your material needs are provided for as you follow your intuition and manifest your dreams into reality. So again, you want to follow your intuition because if you're asking that question, that's why I said, well, that's a strange question to ask because obviously somebody's telling you something. So she's saying use your intuition, make sure you manifest your dreams into reality, and you will be blessed with prosperity. But you gotta use that intuition. All right. Next card. So you said, is it my highest good to wait for my twin or to start dating? Alrighty. I'm going to do it this. What should I do now that I'm pretty sure the center male, you don't know what I'm talking about, the center male is my twin? Let's just see what they answer. I'll be back with their answer. 4 cards pulled. First card, Claire Sentience, is Raguel. Notice your recurring physical and emotional feelings as they signify divine guidance. So to answer that question, what should you do now that you're pretty sure that the center male is your twin? Raguel is saying use your extrasensory perceptive gifts. Notice your recurring physical and emotional feelings, and as they signify divine guidance. Second card, Raguel again says clairvoyance. So they really want you to use your extrasensory perceptive gifts and also work with your angels. Raziel says, I am bringing you spiritual sight. I am helping your spiritual sight to awaken fully so you can clearly see heavenly love. Next question is Azrael, the Capricorn, says comfort. I am with you in your time of need, helping your heart to heal. Next card is Jeremiah, Life Review. And he's Scorpio. That's the twin soul house, the 8th house. Take inventory of your life and resolve to change or heal anything that is imbalanced. So they did answer your question. And Jeremiah, the last card to come out, told it like it is. You need to take inventory of your life. Get some quiet time. Take inventory of your life. Resolve to heal or change. Resolve to change or heal anything that is unbalanced. Now, I'm just saying this. Let's just say that one guy is a little crazy, and you know it. You got your intuition. This is all hypothetical. So that's unbalanced. So you would have to do something about that because they're telling you to heal or change anything that is unbalanced. Or if you're single, you want to correct that. If it's a twin soul, twin flame situation, you want to correct that. So that's what this card is saying in Life Review. I'm going to read it one more time. Take inventory of your life and resolve to change or heal anything that is unbalanced. So Michael tells you to remember you are deeply loved, and what happened just now? They gave you like uncle advice. The archangels like Michael were saying, you're better than that. Remember who you are, because you're asking about your highest good. So make sure you practice what you preach. Stay with your highest good, because I certainly do. I have nobody around me that's gonna pull me down. I had to learn that. Just recently, a whole lot of people had to go. Nobody around me that's gonna pull me down in any way, shape, or form. I'm gonna keep moving up. And all the women were telling you women power, so they're all backing you up. You got every female archangel backing you up. You got Ariel, Jophiel, and Haniel backing you up. They want you to be a successful woman, and they want you to have love. So remember those things. This is Ged. It's been a pleasure, everyone. If anybody's interested, contact me. It's in the description box. You can give me the questions. I'll answer your questions as far as what do I offer. I'll send you a list as well. Or if you have any questions, we also do research out here. We're almost in the end. We're almost in the end of January. And February is the month of love. So I see good times coming on. All right, I'm out. Peace.